The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke.
Glory to you, O Lord.
Jesus said to the crowds, "To what shall I compare the people of this generation? What are they like? They are like children who sit in the marketplace and call to one another, 'We played the flute for you, but you did not dance. We sang a dirge, but you did not weep.' For John the Baptist came, neither eating food nor drinking wine, and you said, 'He is possessed by a demon.' The Son of Man came, eating and drinking, and you said, 'Look, he is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners.' But wisdom is vindicated by all her children." The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
I can't help but think that if Hildegard had been a man, St. Bernard of Clairvaux would be given a real run for his money as the giant of the 12th century, because, as is increasingly clear, and especially in the declaration of Pope Benedict XVI back in 2012, she is simply the giant of that age, and very, very much a universal genius who was formed from an early age by the Blessed Jutta, and of whom she wrote, and I think this is delightful, that she received the grace of God as a river is fed by many streams. So right from the beginning, she was conscious that there are so many ways of grace, so many ways that God manifests himself to us in nature and in Revelation, that it is wrong for us to just try to limit ourselves to one way. Obviously, we have to have our own emphases, but we need to drink from all the streams in order to be able to be instruments of grace in such a manifold way throughout our world. And I think she was, a brilliant theologian, but beyond that, she had a way of, through poetry, expressing the mystical heart of our reality, of our lives, where the language of theology simply fades off into stammering and stuttering. Poetry captures I won't say captures, but expresses the inexpressible in a way that reason and discourse can't. And so I think the thought to maybe keep with us today is she described herself so beautifully as a feather on the breath of God. And we may want to pray to have the same openness to the breath of God's Spirit, to be able to move where God's Spirit breathes, where God's Spirit moves us.